dragon. Let's see what is going on with you guys. See what the stars have to say. The cards, the stars. So the moon is in Cancer. So emotions may be heightened at this time. You know, facing the truth about how we're feeling is kind of a thing, you know, when the moon is in Cancer. So let's see. What does this energy mean for you? Starseed. This is focusing on yourself. You might be having like past life regression in your dreams or in deja vu. And this is really getting in touch with your soul identity, right? This is getting in touch with like your mission here. What you were born here to do, right? So let's talk about that. Starseeds have a lot of purpose. They're light workers, right? They're in this world, but not of this world. And oftentimes that can feel pretty lonely. Because it's hard to mix with the things that are of this world, you know? So you might need to find your starseed pack. Let's see. Alright, gangsters. So, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune favors the bold, right? So, I feel like you're boldly pursuing something. Or something is boldly pursuing you. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is going to feel like abundance. This is going to be something really good for you. With the Two of Cups, you might be going into union with somebody, right? Or you might be in union with somebody. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, I feel like I want to clarify that. Knight of Wands in reverse could indicate that, like, one, you stop talking to somebody, or two, you know what, let's clarify it. I want to clarify it. Knight of Wands in reverse. This could be something left unsaid, or something that you're feeling drawn to say. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's this energy of not wanting to, like, do things by yourself, right? Nine of Pentacles is super, like, independent, doing things by yourself. This is, like, craving, like, a partnership, or... But it already says with the Two of Cups that you have a partnership. So... let's see. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, It's the energy of like taking the blindfold off. Not really allowing yourself to be in a self-imposed prison anymore. Kind of confronting, like I said in the beginning, confronting like your feelings. With the Queen of Swords, yeah, you might be cutting people off. You might be like not communicating with certain individuals as a means to like keep peace in your life, right? It's like being very selective about the people who you are with or around. I can appreciate that. I feel like you should be very selective about who gets to be in your energy field, right? Nine of Swords tells me that you're all up in your head about something. Maybe this is something that you want to talk about, but haven't talked about. This is like feeling sleepless, having anxiety, ruminating thoughts. Okay, so what's the solution? So, Five of Swords says confront it. Six of Swords says don't run away from what you're feeling or whatever, you know, like it's better to talk it out, even if it does. I mean, Five of Swords can be an argument, but it's like it's better to confront it and it's better to move towards it rather than to resist it. Four of Swords in reverse tells me that, especially with the Nine of Swords, that there's like, you need to relax or you need to like take time for yourself for some self-care. You might be overworking yourself. That might be part of what you need to confront. Because with the Six of Swords in reverse, it's like you don't want to walk away from it. You just want balance, right? Nine of Cups in reverse. Is feeling like something's missing, feeling that like you're lacking something. What do you feel is missing? You're feeling like you're not quite at your wish fulfillment yet. You have 999 on the board. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Nine of Swords. 999 is all about mastery and moving on to the next level. Eight of Cups is in reverse, right? With the Six of Swords in reverse. So if you are in a relationship, I feel this energy that you don't want to leave the relationship. There's some communication that needs to be had, right? There's probably like something lacking in your relationship, something, it feels like something isn't like fully reciprocated. Like you feel like you're doing more. With the Judgment in reverse, I feel like you're in the process of passing judgment on this situation. I feel like you're really deciding like what is important to you. And if you're feeling like in your relationship that something is unreciprocated or you're not being met halfway, I feel like, right now it's time for you to make a big decision or judgment call on what it is that you actually want and stand firm on that. I recommend like writing it down. What does your ideal relationship look like, and how is this not it? Because that's kind of what it feels like. Alright, so what other messages does Spirit have for you? I just feel like a discontentment in your relationship, if you're in a relationship, or discontentment because you want to communicate with somebody, but not really knowing how to like address it. Five of Wands, scared that there's going to be a fight, right? There's Five of Wands, Five of Swords, that's like conflict energy, and it's like, but I feel like that fear of the fight is ultimately part of why why you're having so much conflict within yourself, because you're not like addressing it with the person. Queen of Wands is showing up, and with the Queen of Swords, they're both communication cards. I do feel that inevitably you will have this communication that you want to have. You're gonna set the record straight with somebody. With the Six of Wands, I feel like a lot of people like look up to you. A lot of people see you as being kind of the star of the show. Six of Wands is the minor arcana star card. And so there's this energy that like I kind of feel like it could be work related, like if you have a business partnership, for example. Also, I feel like you feel that you get more appreciation or acknowledgement at work than you do at home. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling. And you probably escape to work a lot. Like, work itself is like a form of escape from like the day-to-day, because there's just something that you're not wanting to face at home. discomfort in this connection. Okay, so with the Four of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Swords in reverse, you don't want to be left, right? You don't want to be abandoned. That's really coming through. It's a fear of abandonment, and that could be the one thing that, like, holds you back from communicating or from, you know, it's almost like you're afraid that if you talk to this person about how you're feeling, that you'll lose them forever. But I don't feel that that's the case, because the Eight of Cups is in reverse, the Six of Swords is in reverse, and the Four of Cups is in reverse. I feel like you will be heard, right? Especially with the Six of Wands, you'll be heard and acknowledged. I see. So we have Ace of Cups, right? You fill your own cup. There's a lot of self-love here. With the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups in reverse, though, is you're making a decision based on somebody that you had a lot of love for, that you wanted to be in union with. But I feel like your feelings towards this person is changing. Like, your feelings towards this relationship is changing. With the Magician in reverse, it's like you crave transparency, and you know, I feel that then what is this fear of abandonment? Because it looks like, or they could be fearing abandonment from you. Because it definitely looks like your feelings are changing towards them, and you're really getting a lot of recognition and appreciation in your workplace. And so I feel that sometimes that happens, right? Like, where it's hard to be in a relationship, you know, when you're a big focus for you is like in your career or your job or, you know, other things. So I feel like union can be hard for you, and your feelings towards being in a relationship have changed. It reminds me of that song, Should I Stay or Should I Go? You know, and it's like, I feel like you're in this kind of back and forth with this relationship or situationship. Because if you look at the Two of Cups, even though it is a union card, the feminine is not super happy, right? And you're showing up as the feminine. She looks pissed. And this is the only deck where the Two of Cups actually looks like that. And I feel like right now you're going to be feeling moved to communicate your feelings or your lack of feelings, right? Your lack of interest. Because I feel like you are, like, not super interested in this anymore. And that's a hard feeling. It's a hard place to be. With the Judgment in reverse, you haven't... I feel, too, with the Eight of Cups in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse, that it's... a lot of this is like you don't want to hurt somebody who doesn't deserve it, right? But it's not about hurting them. When you walk away from somebody, you're doing them a favor, you know, by not letting them stay on the wrong path for too long. You open up their world so that they can go be with somebody who's more in alignment with them. I do see how it would be so challenging for you. I also see how it's so important for you. So, like, be real about it. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You know that you could make it alone, I feel like. And with the King of Pentacles. And you're not afraid of their ability to make it alone. They're not a match for you, though. They're showing up as the King of Pentacles, and you're literally every other queen except the Queen of Pentacles. Well, the Pentacles is earth energy, and you're an earth sign. You might be tapping more into your Kingpin energy. You might yourself be transitioning from sitting in your feminine energy to your masculine, being more work-oriented, less on the emotional front, right? Less on the artistic front and more in the business, more in, you know, Three of Pentacles in reverse does tell me that you feel like you don't need a partner to really get you where you need to be in life. And that's a strong asset, you know, energy to be in. It's like you feel like you have enough support. With the Six of Wands, you have a strong support group. You don't need to be so dependent on relationships. And, you know, if you think about, like, the whole idea of a nuclear family relationship, right? Like, the traditional idea of it, it was built that way for the sake of survival. It wasn't necessarily the ideal way to live. And I feel like you're being true to yourself. You know, you're showing up being true to yourself by really confronting these feelings within yourself. Feeling, you know, if you're beating yourself up, if you're all up in your head about a relationship and you don't feel like it's right, then you have every right to walk away from that. And you don't owe anybody an explanation, especially if it just feels like it's just not right, you know? I mean, you should give them an explanation, but you don't owe it to them either. If, I feel like the person that you owe the explanation to is you. And really confront your feelings within yourself and, like, address it that way. I just feel like you're very career oriented at this time, and having a relationship feels like a burden to you, honestly. It feels like you have to overextend yourself. You have to, like, you know, feel like you're trying to take care of this relationship and also being a busybody at work, you know. That can be rough. So I feel like you're really making choices on what is the most valuable pursuit for you at this time. And I feel that it's not the relationship. Kurakula. To receive your divine inheritance of blessings and support for sacred fulfillment, certain karmic conditions that resonate at a lower frequency need to be cleared, right? Karmic relationships. Kudakula signifies a time of rapid movement on your path and freedom to attract what you want and need. Let go of that which does not belong in your world. Release and you shall receive. And that goes back to the first card, the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune is kind of like make a wish, start manifesting. Write down exactly how you want things to be. Manifest it exactly as it should be. And don't pay mind to things that are out of alignment with you, right? And don't feel bad about not paying mind to things that are out of alignment with you. I just feel heavy that you're just not, you're more focused on your self-love, your Ace of Cups, your self-development, your work, your support group. It looks like you've got a strong one, right, with the Six of Wands. And I feel like you've just got so much going on that a relationship really feels like a burden, rather than something that adds to your life. It takes away from your life, right? And that's a truth that I feel like you're going to be confronting with yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will catch you later.